We got Lamont Roach coming up, fighting Gervonta Davis. I know you're familiar with both.
Right.
How you see this fight playing out?
Shouts out to Lamont Roach and Gervonta. They both in the DMV. I don't got no problems with them. One of them just a lot of shit talking boxing shit. You know what I mean? But I just see Gervonta dominating. Honestly, I just feel like he's just a better fighter all the way around. I know Lamont Roach is a better fighter from back then, but I just can't forget the fact that he did lose to Hearn. And that's just, it's just facts, you know what I'm saying? And, I just can't forget that, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Gervonta is just all around better.
Boxing fans, the moment of truth is finally here. The trash talk is done. The weigh-ins are over. The mind games played to perfection. With just hours to go before fight night, boxing legends, analysts, and former champions have all made their final picks. And let's just say, some of these predictions are straight up disrespectful. Yeah, the pros are holding back no punches. From former world champs calling for a KO, to some saying Tank's retirement is coming sooner than expected, this fight has the boxing world split. So, what do the pros think? Who's backing the champ? Who's rolling with the underdog? And why are some fighters flat out dismissing Lamont Roach? Let's break it all down.
And Gervonta Tank Davis just been released to the public. You know now, December 14th, Houston, Texas, he's going to be facing a very tough opponent in Lamont Roach. Can you tell us a little bit about the history between them two?
Oh man, they've been knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's gonna be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach always he come to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about why Roach, because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
Gervonta's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, didn't hesitate to shut down any talk that Lamont Roach has Tank's number. Yeah, sure. Back in the day, Roach and Tank used to go at it in the gym. And Ford even admitted that Lamont gave Tank some solid work when they were teenagers. But let's be real, that was years ago. Since then, Tank has skyrocketed to the top of the sport, while Roach has been grinding in the background, still trying to prove himself. Ford made it crystal clear. This ain't the same Tank Roach used to spar with. Tank is now a world champion, an undefeated knockout artist, and one of the most feared fighters in boxing. Lamont might be stepping in with confidence, but Ford believes that once the punches start flying, Roach will quickly realize he's in there with a whole different beast.
Damn. All the history, you gotta love it. What do you think about Tank versus, obviously...
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they've known each other for so long now. You know, they grew up nearby in DC, and I think overall, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yeah.
You mean like he get him out of there anytime?
I think he will. But I think Roach, they know each other very well. They know what type of styles they like to put on. I mean, they used to fight a lot in the amateurs, probably sparred too. So, I think that it'll just go to show. But remember, everybody got to realize, Lamont Roach is going up to 135. He's going up a weight class.
Right.
And I think that's what makes me think that Tank should wipe him out.
Davis have to keep it real about his talent. Oscar De La Hoya, a man who's built champions and knows what it takes to dominate the sport, isn't mincing words. He thinks Lamont Roach is in for a rough night.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. Watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. He's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, obviously, Gervonta Davis has the experience. he has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
De La Hoya has been around long enough to know when a fighter is simply outmatched, and to him, this is one of those times. He respects Roach's grind, but he's not convinced Lamont has the tools to survive Tank's power, speed, and ring IQ. But here's where things get even crazier. Even Tank's haters can't deny his greatness. Enter Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, the same Keyshawn who's been taking shots at Gervonta left and right, talking trash at every opportunity. The two have been beefing for months, and Keyshawn has made it clear that he wants to fight Tank someday. But when it comes to this matchup, even he is saying what we all know: Lamont Roach is in deep waters. Keyshawn might not like Tank, but he respects what he brings to the table. He knows that Tank's power is different, that his ability to set traps and finish fights is next level. So, when a guy who has every reason to root against you is still saying you're the favorite, that tells you everything you need to know. While some believe Lamont Roach has a shot, others are straight up saying this fight ain't even fair. Sean Porter and Conor Benn are on that side of the argument, making it clear that in their eyes, Roach is walking into something he's not ready for.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fighter in our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight for him.
Porter, a former world champion who shared the ring with some of the best, sees a massive skill gap. He respects Roach's grind, but thinks this is too big of a leap too soon.
I don't know Lamont Roach, but, you know, when you're looking at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at, you know, these other fighters that he should really be fighting, you know, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire. Yeah. So don't come and but don't come and come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, you know, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight, and then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. You know, but was it Unquell didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
Then there's Conor Benn, who's never been one to hold back. He straight up called this fight a mismatch, saying Roach is out of his depth against a guy like Tank. And honestly, a lot of fans agree. Roach might have heart, speed, and solid fundamentals, but Tank, he's a different animal, and if these seasoned pros are saying it's unfair, Roach might be in for a brutal reality check. All right, let's talk about why boxing experts, analysts, and former pros are all leaning toward Gervonta Tank Davis to walk away with the win. It's not just hype. The numbers, skills, and history all back it up.
You know, I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me regardless. I told him to leave his moms and, you know, the people home, and he still brung them. It's crazy, man. It's going to get bad. It's going to get bad, man. But, you know, it's all love. You've been talking a little too much, too. I've been peeping, so, you know, it's close, so we'll see Saturday night.
I mean, he said he feels like you've been talking a little bit too much. You know, what do you take away from that? And do you feel that you have been talking a little too much, or is it just more of a confidence that, you know, I know what I can do?
Yeah, what I'm supposed to say when they ask me questions. What I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
Oh, he going to do, like, normally 9 times out of 10, the questions start with, "Oh, Tank's a knockout power puncher, blase, blase. What are you going to do?" Yeah, what? Yeah. I'm going to say what I got to say. I know what I can do. That's what I'm supposed to.
You bring your mother?
She right there. You ain't hear her ask, "Why the fuck was you leave me?"
What?
I mean, that's just out her mouth, straight up.
Why do you bring her?
What you mean, why I bring her? She love to see me whoop ass. See? I mean, yeah, you ain't too shy saying what you gonna do, right?
I am now.
You are now?
Yeah.
Why?
Mom Deuce right there.
Nah. It's all right.
First, let's get this out of the way. Tank is a finisher. Not just a guy with power, but someone who actually sets up knockouts like an artist. His 93% KO ratio isn't just impressive, it's downright terrifying.
Many consider you the biggest, hardest puncher, in all of boxing in regards to where you're at in your weight class and how you consistently are just knocking guys out. What's that feeling like when you do?
It actually feel like a home run, like when someone hit the bat and it just right on the target and it go far. It's just like that. So that's how I feel when you actually hit somebody on the butt and you know that you catch them real good. So that's how I feel for me.
We've seen elite fighters crumble under his power. Ryan Garcia folded from a body shot, Leo Santa Cruz got iced by an uppercut, and Rolando Romero walked right into a counter and got slept. This isn't just brute force, it's calculated destruction. Tank knows exactly when to explode with his left hand, and he can hurt guys to the head and the body with equal devastation. That's bad news for Lamont Roach, because if he gets caught slipping even once, it could be lights out.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them.
Don't
bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. You hear me?
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't
never.
say, bro.
That's cap. What I'm about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
somebody lying.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah, somebody lying.
Hey.
Somebody lying.
Hey. I'm
okay,
glad
Tank.
What makes Tank special is that he's not just a puncher. He's a chess player. He's elite at setting traps, feinting, and forcing mistakes. One of his signature moves, using his lead hand as a probe, he keeps touching and pawing, measuring the distance, and then, boom, he explodes with a power shot when his opponent least expects it.
Beat his ass.
You can't do shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was
All that
quiet,
ski
y'all
mask
was,
and
if
all
y'all was
that.
loud.
We got the
what
whole
the fuck
hood
you
over
talking
there,
about?
Tank.
Like twisted up. I don't give a fuck about
Y'all
none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
But
gonna
y'all
get
under
f***ed
y'all
over here.
face up.
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
can't.
he pay for it. I
can't.
guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you out your spot. They gonna trick you out your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
And let's be real, Roach has a habit of reaching in with his punches, especially his uppercut. That's a big problem against Tank. The moment Roach overcommits, Tank will capitalize, slip a shot, and land something massive. But don't get it twisted. Roach isn't a pushover. He's got an active jab and a slick style that could frustrate Tank early on. His best shot? Staying disciplined, keeping his distance, and avoiding those deadly counters. But let's be real, can he do that for 12 rounds?
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Let's be real. Roach isn't known for being a KO artist, but that doesn't mean he can't hurt Tank. He's been working on adding more power to his game, and he's coming off a TKO win over Feargal McCrory, where he looked more aggressive than ever.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
And let's not forget, he's coming into this fight as the bigger man. He's got a 2-inch height advantage and a longer reach. If he uses those physical advantages correctly, he might make Tank work harder than expected. Lamont Roach isn't coming into this fight doubting himself. Far from it. He's walking in with full confidence, believing he can shock the world and take down Tank. He's been grinding in the gym, sharpening his skills, increasing his power, and perfecting his game plan. In his mind, this isn't just a fight, it's his moment. But here's the reality check. The odds are stacking up against him. The betting odds? Not in Roach's favor. The boxing community? Most aren't giving him a chance. Even some of his own peers believe this step up might be too much, too soon.
Lamont and Tank have history. What can you tell us about their history and how that's going to play into the fight from Fight Night?
They got amateur history. They fought maybe 2 or 3 times. Tank being the winner. They sparred a few times. Tank got the best of the sparring. They just bigger and stronger now, you know? Older.
Now, there's some word out there that Lamont say, you know, he got some film that don't make Tank look too good. What could that? How could that affect, you know, the outcome on December 14th?
Shit, man. Tank last 4 or 5 opponents all had film like, about how they beat him up in spawn. If that's the case, that shit happens. But Fight Night, we all know the outcome.
Roach has heart, no doubt. But heart alone? That's not enough when you're facing one of the most dangerous finishers in the sport. Most pros and analysts believe Tank Davis will win this fight by KO. His power, experience, and ability to adjust mid-fight make him a nightmare matchup for Roach. But some are giving Roach a small chance if he can execute a perfect game plan, staying disciplined, using his jab, and not falling for Tank's traps. At the end of the day, though, Tank is the heavy favorite. Most predictions say he'll stop Roach somewhere between rounds 6 to 10. But hey, this is boxing. Anything can happen. Will Roach shock the world, or will Tank add another brutal knockout to his record? Let's find out. So, now it's your turn. Who are you picking? Is Tank about to deliver another highlight reel knockout? Or is Roach about to shock the world and hand him his first L? Drop your predictions in the comments. Let's hear it. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for all the Fight Night madness.